Alright, so I'm going to start with the center diff. I'm going to try to keep this simple. I do have different brakes discs to put on here. I got some carbon fiber ones, nice ones, that I may show you guys, I may do. Right. So anyway, you got a 3mm. I will be talking to Ray tomorrow, see if he has one of these in aluminum. I don't care who it's from, FID, Hot Racing, whoever. If Losi has one, I don't know. Whatever he has there, I'm gonna try to pick up if he has anything. And I do not want to get a whole center diff assembly tower system because I really like this one that came with it. This is all neat. Worst comes to worst, I'll keep the plastic one on there. I'm not concerned too much. This is my basher. So what I do and what I am concerned is these servo horns. I do want aluminum ones. That's a must, especially with those big high techs I got. I think I may use this little tripod I got. This was a gift from my buddy Chris, Everyday RC. Give that a try today. Yeah, I want this. I need this in aluminum for sure. Right there. Alright, so they give you a good spur gear. So the lightweight one that's drilled out. Alright, the solid spurs, those are the heavier ones. But alright, so I'm kind of concerned about these bearings. I do not like how these, I don't like these bearings. I do not like them. I don't trust them. I may have some spare Losi bearings, but I got a brand new full force kit, so I'll probably just take it off that. Yeah. Okay, so, and I don't think the spur gear is gonna go back. I may have to use the spur gears I got. That's gonna go with my opinion, because I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna be swapping engines in the future. But for now, to install my scope pod, I have a different spur gear. Magnet tray, guys. I picked this up at Tractor Supply. I love the dividers on it, and it was cheap. Alright, let's take a look in here, guys. Let's see. Oh, fell off so easy. I got a weird looking gasket here. Never seen one of those gaskets before. Hopefully I can reuse it. Look at that, see, all nice and clean, never used. It's kind of on the yellow side. See that? And probably the camera don't do justice, but looks a little kind of on the yellow side, whatever that is, but maybe it's just different oil. So anyway, I'll take that apart afterwards when I assemble the other. What I want to do now is dump this. I'm going to empty all this oil. Yeah, it looks thin as hell. Alright, I just picked up a plastic dish here, and we're going to use that instead of a cup. So my cup is too small for me. I need wide. I like wide. Look, see, it is yellow. See that, guys? Look, it's on the yellow side. So whatever the hell oil that is, it's very thin. I am super glad I'm doing this. Very glad. I'm so glad I don't have to bring this to the parts washer, use degreasers, all of that. I'm very glad I don't have to do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna put this upside down and get everything out. See that? All you need now is gravity. Gravity will do the work for you. Yeah, take a look at these seals. I hope these O-rings, these seals on these diffs are good. Look a little bit on the orangey side, I don't know. Well, we'll see if they're any good. It's nice and lubricated, so I'm going to leave it. I do have some extras. I have some Losi ones that I could always put here, but maybe the next time we go over the diffs or if something breaks. Alright, so I'm going to keep that. Continue having that upside down. I got this here. See, look, this has no grease, guys. Look. It is bone dry. See this groove? This is a groove where you're supposed to have grease. Alright, so I'm glad I took this out. Alright, we're gonna put some grease. We can do graphite grease. I'm gonna use the Losi grease this time. Alright, I have used graphite grease from a tube many times, but I was at Ray's and he stocks the Losi tubes graphite grease. I think they're called high pressure or high temperature. Hold on, let me get one. Alright, so here, look at this. This is the TLR. This comes in your race kits. High pressure black grease, they call it. Okay. I saw it at track days. Ray had it in stock. Picked up a couple of tubes. Any questions? So I'm gonna use this. If I didn't have that, I would use just whatever black graphite grease or whatever. Something. Do something, not dry. At least put something in there. All right. So moving on. Another thing I got at Track Day Hobbies are some full force bearings for the Losi 5T. Alright, there's the part number. Alright, so we're going to be running these bearings here. Alright. Way better than these. Okay, on my chrome Losi 5T build, you guys can go back and see I have past videos. Alright, I used Team Fast Eddies, also very good bearings. Losi bearings are okay. Team Fast Eddy bearings are great, and Full Force are great. Cannot complain, and that price is very reasonable for good bearings, decent bearings. All right, there are better, there are more expensive ones as well, but this is good enough. All right, so these bearings never been used, but I will save them. All right, you never know if you're out in the field, something breaks, or if a friend of yours needs one last minute. All right, so these are flanged bearings for the diff. It's a comparison. All right, so sealed better. This is just sealed and much better for me. It's going to be alright. We're going to run that here. Boom. Any questions? Look at that. Can't believe, look how dry that was. Look at that. Nice. Alright guys, something I gotta bring up. Sorry I did not film. It was impossible. I had a hard time with this thing, but I was able to manage to reuse the O-ring seal that comes with this stock one. It was never used, but yo, I don't know. There is a difference with the quality of the rubber. I'm not gonna say the word quality. I'm gonna say there is a difference with the material. All right. I didn't come across that problem with the Losi rebuild diff kit like I did with this, but I was able to manage to reinstall the O-ring that came out of here. After all, it was never used. So that thing just kept popping out like a balloon. And I had such a hard time installing it into that groove underneath this, and it wouldn't obey with it, man. It wouldn't. It just gave me a hard time, man. So what helped me was, just in case you guys come across this problem, you can either buy a Losi rebuild kit, a differential kit with the O-rings and stuff, and comes with gaskets, or reuse what you got. You're gonna have to use these two fingers. All right, first off, you must dry the O-ring, dry the seal up. Okay, dry it up with a paper towel. All right, dry it up. Dry the diff cup. All right, clean that hole, the groove where it sits in. Put this washer back in on top of the O-ring as level as you can. Put pressure on it. It's gonna bust out from one or the other sides. Once it busts out, get a tool like this, put it in there, and push it in. But you always have to use these two fingers, putting pressure downwards. Otherwise, it's gonna come out through the other side. Okay, so put pressure and pop that balloon back in. All right, if I come across that same problem on the other diffs, I'll try to show that, bring that back up. All right, once you push it back in, put pressure there, keep putting pressure there. Do not remove these two fingers, otherwise it will pop out. Slip in your pin with your pliers and reinstall it, and voila, there you go. See that? All ready for oil. We got ourselves some 500K. Wait. 500K means 500,000. Okay? And we're gonna do that. So this is very thick shit. And we're just gonna cut the lid off. I'm not gonna be here all day with this. Cut the lid off. And be done with this crap. See that? Boom. We're gonna put a little here now. Look at that. Any day now. Alright, you're gonna have to be here. That shit ain't coming out, so squeeze it. Look at it. Look at it. You guys remember I did this already. I have a video of doing this to my MTXL. I'm just gonna put a little some now. Look at that. It's like paste. I'm gonna put my gears in. Bevel gears. I'm gonna clean it a little better. Make sure you just clean off the oil never used. Put all your stuff back. Now, always remember to put these shims back on and install this here on the correct way. Alright. Always remember the flatter side is gonna go up against the wall of your diff cup. Alright. The beveled side, which is the side where it's curvier, facing inwards onto your spider gear. Alright. Alright, so this is clean enough. Let's go in here. Put your spacer. Alright. Put this on. Like that. Okay. Find those grooves on your diff cup. Slide her in. Remember to face this cut, this opening upwards, facing you, because the top spider gears, there you go, has one as well, and that's the one that's gonna crisscross and match each other. So it's gonna be like this and like this. Cut to cut is gonna go up against each other. Spacer, shim. This is something that the DBXL and the MTXL doesn't have. Right? This is what makes the 5T platform differential stronger. Right? It helps. Although I cannot complain about my MTXL or my DBXL. Let's see. There we go. We have the hardest part of this job here is waiting until all this oil comes out. You can get a clean flathead and scoop it all out, or soak this in a cup of hot water. That will help thin the oil a little bit. Let me just show you what I'm doing. I'm about to go get my heat gun right now because to quicken things up. I really want to do all 3 diffs today. Tonight. Yes, fun, right? There you go. Look at that. That's what you call some gel skis right there. That's what you call putting some gel in there. Yes, okay, so check it out now. Gravity has been doing okay, but for me it's taking a little long. So I busted out my friend over here. There you go. What is that? I'm not going to put it on nitro warmer power. I'm going to put it on low. There we go, that one right there. I'm gonna stand far away with it and just see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Just warm it up and see what happens. Should be much easier. I don't want to burn the oil, but I'm gonna warm it up in this whole area. Okay, so I must say my new tool for doing diffs is a heat gun. Any questions? Without a doubt. Get yourself a freaking cheap ass heat gun or whatever. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay, put that to the side, let that sit. Now I'm going to get to my spur gear. Now, I hope this gasket is somewhat decent. It is brand new, never used. Hope it's not pressed on too much. I think I may have some Losi gaskets, but I'm going to try to save this because I want to see if this thing is any good. We may come across the same problem as before with the O-ring. Look at this. That's over here. And we have to mount it on the new gear, the new Spur gear. Look at that. Let me take this out. There you go. Bone dry again. Bone dry. Look at that groove there. This groove is supposed to have grease in there. Bone dry. Don't forget. We're gonna have to take this pain in the ass O-ring. I guarantee, with my luck, it's gonna be the same freaking problem. And now I'm gonna try to take this out without messing it up. Oh yes, I think we're good. I think we will be all right. There we go. There we go. Awesome. All right, let's see if this gasket's any good from King Motor, whatever they use here. There's some sort of name, lettering on here, but I do have some extras. I think I have some brand new Losi's gaskets.